and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Fauza binti Hafni and my partner's name is Nur Akila binti Zulfikri. So before we start our presentation, I want to ask you, have you ever heard of the tagline Travel, Enjoy, Respect? Actually, the tagline is being used by the campaign that organised by the Ministry of Tourism and Culture Malaysia, which is Visit Malaysia Year 2020. The target of the tourists is 36 million and the target of the earnings is 168 billion. And for your information, the industry of tourism is the third biggest contributor to Malaysia's income, which is 73.3 billion. So the theme of our presentation today is holiday, and the topic is a best place to spend the holiday in Malaysia. So to relate with the statement that I mentioned before, we as a Malaysian also can help the campaign to be a successful campaign by contribute spending the holiday in Malaysia instead of overseas. So but before we start, let me clarify that we are not going to include the cost of the holiday because there are different agencies that you can find, and it is much better if you can find the cheapest. So we are not going to include the cost. So the first place is in Semporna, Sabah. There are hundreds of beautiful islands within Malaysia. The islands is divided in the islands of the Eastern Peninsula, Western Peninsula, and the islands around Borneo. All are equally stunning, though there are enough differences between them. So the first island is Sipadan Islands. It is located off the northeast of Sabah, and it have the most richest marine habitat with 3,000 species of fish in the world. And the best place to visit is around June to September. The island have no resorts, and it is illegal to stay the night at the islands because they want to protect the islands. So the activity that you can do there is diving. Diving is a sport or activity of swimming or exploring underwater, and Sipadan is rated as the top 10 dive sites in the world. In order to dive, you need to have the permit. Because there are only 120 divers are allowed per day, and to get the permit, you need to book the diving or non-diving package to Sipadan Islands. And you can dive daily from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. and also there is no night dive are allowed. There are amazing diving scenes such as Matting Horsebill and Greenback Turtles, Big Eye Trevally in Vortex Side Formation, manta rays, eagle rays, reef sharks, hammerhead sharks, and whale sharks. Next, the uniqueness is a Barracuda Point. It is a huge shoal of thousands of barracuda, often making a tornado and darkening the sun, and it is a must-do for underwater photographer. It is also classified as drift dive. Actually, Barracuda Point is not exactly for beginner, but it is a relatively easy dive for those who have limited experience and are accompanied by other divers. Out of 3,000 species of fish that I mentioned earlier, many can be seen at this point, and the main attraction is a barracuda itself. And other fish that you may find is batfish, turtle, nudibranch, and white-tip sharks. Moving on to the next island, we have Bohi Dulang Islands. It might not be famous as Sipadan Islands, but it is an amazing island too. It is just beside Boat Gaya Islands, and the only thing that separates both islands is a narrow channel. And it has a wide sandy beaches and clear blue water. But before I forget to mention, Bohi Dulang Islands is also known as a pearl islands, and Bohi Dulang is the meaning of Bohi Dulang is derived from the Bajau language, which is Bohi means water and Dulang means pool. It is mountainous island formed by the remnants of an ancient volcano about 2.5 million years ago. So the activity that you can do while you are at Bukit Islands is diving and snorkeling, but the main thing that you should do there is hiking, because they have most unique and unusual plant communities, especially coastal forests and scarp vegetation. You need to ascend about 600-meter nature trail to reach the peak of the Bohidulang Islands, and it is usually take about 40 minutes to 1 hour. The dark grey rocks, which you can see here, is a volcanic rocks of the past, and Semporna Peninsula is the only place in Sabah where you can see this type of rock. Uh, you need to be prepared to be greeted by the host of flora and fauna during the arduous but rewarding hiking trail. Um, and there is also majestic views of Sapphire Blue Lagoons at the top of Bohidulang Islands. The uniqueness of the Bohidulang Islands is they have the Sabah Park Hatchery. It is built in 2004 and fully operational with a completed lab in 2009. Out of 9 species of giant clam in the world, Sabah has 7. Um, Interesting information about the giant clam you can find at the mini exhibition hall. And next to the hall, there is hundreds of baby giant. You can find hundreds of baby giant clams lying in the settlement tanks, which you can see here. Um, Giant clam can help preserve the water and filter the seawater by absorbing nitrate, ammonia, and harmful organics, such as harmful organics that harms reef and its inhabitants. But sadly, excessive harvesting, climate change, and also pollution cause the giant clam to disappear rapidly from the water of Semporna. And also because of overdue fishing, two largest species of giant clam are now considered critically endangered. And now all of the giant clams are listed in Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna, which means they are endangered and should be protected. For more information about the giant clams, you can find at the Bohidulang Islands at Semporna, Sabah. Next, Akila will continue the presentation and she will also finish it with a conclusion. 3.
Hello, now I will continue for the second best place that we can go to the holiday. The second best place that I want to suggest is Kuching Sarawak. As we all know, Kuching Sarawak is a capital of Sarawak. So there is many places that we all can go in Kuching Sarawak. But one of the best places I want to suggest is go to the Kubah National Park. Kubah National Park is 22 km from Kuching City. It open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, including public holiday. It is a very most accessible national park in Sarawak. The reason why it is the most famous because it is the place for the movie acting. The name of the movie is Farewell to the King, featuring Nick Nolte, and also Sleeping Dictionary, featuring Jessica Alba. The other reason why the Kubah National Park famous in the world because one of the botanists, the famous botanist Odardo Beckery, has documenting Kubah National Park in his book The Great Forest of Borneo. He document Kubah National Park. Because of Kubah National Park, we can see there is many type of palm tree from the aspect size, color, and shape. In Kubah National Park, there is many things we can do, but the most visited do is jungle trekking, nature exploration, and also bird watching. I will explain more about the jungle trekking. There is 7 trails that visitor can choose for jungle trekking. The first is Waterfall Trail. Waterfall Trail is the famous trail that visitor always choose because at the waterfall there is a beautiful waterfall that people can go swimming. Second is Raya Trail. Raya Trail, it takes about 3 hours and 30 minutes. this trail, at the end of this trail, we can go to the Matang Wildlife Center. I will explain more about Matang Wildlife Center at the next point. Third is main trail. For the main trail, the visitor will give option whether they want to go into the forest or go to the waterfall, or they also can go to the Mount Satubong climb. Next is Selang Trail. For Selang Trail, it only take 1 hour. For this Selang Trail, we can see the amazing panorama from Selang Mount. Next is Summit Trail. Summit Trail also one of the famous trail that visitor will choose because we can get amazing panorama, Kuching City and Mount Satang Turtle Sanctuary. Even though this trail is one of the longest trail and take about 3 hours and 30 minutes, but the visitors still want to choose it because they want to see the amazing panorama from up climb. Next is Palmentum Trail. Palmentum Trail, the reason why they name it Palmentum Trail because in this trail we can see there is the type of palm tree. As I said before, Kubah National Park is famous for their palm tree. So we can see there is many type of palm tree in this trail. Lastly is the Belian Trail. Belian Trail is the latest established trail that headquarter F8. In this trail, we can see the tree that name of Belian, and we also can see a giant squirrel and moran woodpecker. Okay, this is a moran woodpecker that we can see in Belian Trail, and this is giant squirrel that we can see in Belian Trail also. This is the famous waterfall in Kubah National Park. This is a view that we can see from a summit viewpoint, and this is one of the type of palm tree that we can see in Palmentum Trail. Okay, the uniqueness of this trail, the uniqueness of the Kubah National Park is Matang Wildlife Center. As I said before, when the visitor choose a second trail, that is Raya Trail, at the end of the trail, they can go to the Matang Wildlife Center. This center is the place where the endangered species are rehabilitated and released into the forest. They will teach how to the species to survive in this wildlife such as forest. They teach the species such as orangutan by do the ecotourism project. And the main attraction of this Matang Wildlife Center is the orangutan training program and also orangutan adoption program, where the orangutan that have lost their parents, they will take it and teach to survive into the forest. So the orangutan will know how to surface the danger. Okay, there are also many type. Other than orangutan, there are many type of species that we can see at the Matang Wildlife Center, such as hornbill, sun bear, the animal that look like the cat but not cat. There is also we can see also this animal in Matang Wildlife Center. Next, the second place that I want to suggest, the best place to suggest to go in Kuching Sarawak is Permai Rainforest Resort. From the main attraction Permai Rainforest Resort that I choose is because we can do activity in both land and also in water. There is some of the activity that we can do such as nature walk, flying fox, Bakau National Park, and there is many more. I will explain more about Bakau National Park. Bakau National Park, as we all know, is the oldest national park in Sarawak. We will get the boat from 9 a.m. And then we can see there is many type of wildlife at there. Next, we also can go to the dolphin watching at Satang Island, and at Satang Island we can go to snorkeling. Yes. Next, we also can go to the crocodile watching, kayaking. During the kayaking, we can see the sunset the amazing sunset at there. We also can go to the Mount Santubong for climbing. So there is many type of activity we can do. It's a such rare place that we can do activity at land and also in water. This is the activity that we can do. We also can do wall climbing and flying fox. Okay, the uniqueness of this Permare Forest Resort, it is has been established since 1990, and it is an eco resort that located in the foot of Mount Santubong, and it is near to the Pantai Damai. Pantai Damai is the famous place in Kuching, Sarawak. Their concept is back to the nature. So it is a refreshing natural environment for training group, and it is safe and easily accessible place for the one who love nature and adventure. It is also give to the visitor for a peace place for them to rest and for them to stay away from a bustle of city. Okay. Lastly, I want to give a conclusion. The conclusion that we get is choose the best place to go holiday and be prepared. If we choose the wrong place and we do not prepare, it will affect our mood throughout the holiday. And wish this holiday, we also can help the ministry to achieve the target for Visit Malaysia. And the holiday is very important for us because we experience and learn to enjoy simple things in life. Like I said before, we can stay away from the bustle of city and we will be relaxed and more happy. Okay, I will conclude our presentation with quote. Holidays are about experience and people and turning into what you feel like doing at that moment. Enjoy not having to look at a watch. By Evelyn Glennie. That's all. Thank you.